Hey, welcome to Likeminds. This is Joey Bland. You know, people have sometimes called me, I'll be honest, they called me the sharpest tool in the shed, or at least they called me a tool. Today, we've got a absolutely brilliant podcast for you. But before we get into that, here's your trivia question. Before he voiced Inspector Gadget, Don Adams played a different secret agent, Agent 86, on what 1960s TV show? Well, speaking of Don Adams, don your thinking caps. It's time for Likeminds. Today on the show, we have two actor, writer, improviser, multi-hyphenate people who are also old school friends of mine. First off, you might know her from a little show called Mystery Science Theater 3000, MST 3000. I know if you're listening to this, you're familiar with that. Rebecca Hanson.
Hey, Joey Bland. How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to see what I don't know.
Good. Well, that's very growth mindset of you.
Thank you.
There's always things we can know more about.
Right.
We can always things. And playing against you is an old friend of ours.
Yeah.
Our old friend, Robin Norris. Robin Norris has her own podcast, The Bravo Bubble. Robin, tell us what The Bravo Bubble is.
So The Bravo Bubble is myself and Carla Kakowski, and she's a dear friend of mine who knows nothing about Bravo TV. So whenever you go out, she's outside those combos, and I know everything. So it's for people who are Bravo-holics and their besties who know nothing, and I assign her shows to watch, and we have fun.
Oh my God. I assign her shows to watch.
I do.
Give homework.
I'm the boss.
You're also a trivia person because you're a trivia host. You're a co-host of Nerdology Live Trivia. This is in Los Angeles. If you're in LA, you can go where and when?
The Inkwell Tavern in Burbank every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's so much fun. You can win great prizes, and we have a lot of laughs.
Amazing. So we got trivia folks, we got nerdy folks. This seems perfect. And I think you guys are going to like the theme we have for today because it's nerdy and it's trivia, almost just totally by definition. Now, this is one of those where we had a listener email in a theme. And this comes from Monique. Shout out to Monique.
Hey, Monique. Thanks.
Hey, Monique.
Who is in Virginia.
What?
Yeah. This is an interstate podcast.
I mean, I didn't doubt that for a second, Joey, but just to hear it live is pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Monique is not going to make it to the Inkwell on Tuesday nights because she is across the country. But her suggestion, the theme for today's podcast is smart. It's just the word smart. What do you think of that?
Wow.
Dang.
Thank you, Monique.
Wow, Monique.
You sound sincere.
It's just like I came into this and I was like, I'm going to be strong and wrong and I'm just going to take guesses. And then when the theme is literally smart, I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
I can't wait to see what Joey Bland does with smart. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Yes.
To see how your brain spins that out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's too broad, right? But as far as comes, Mama said, stupid is as stupid does. So as long as we don't do stupid today, we are not stupid today. We'll all be smart.
Yeah.
I'm going to start us off. This is going to be a runner through the show. This is an unofficial category here. You're going to take a Mensa test. The Mensa organization for high IQ people. You could take a test to enter into Mensa. I've never done that, but you can find kind of questions like that online. And some of them are kind of weird questions, kind of things to really stretch your brain. So this goes out to either of you, really. This is a conversation we'll have, but you can accumulate some points. The question goes like this. Silly Sally likes cookies, but she doesn't like cake. She likes the color green, but she doesn't like red. She likes vacuuming and sweeping, but she doesn't like dusting. Now, your job is to tell me something that Silly Sally likes. For example, can you name a city that Silly Sally likes? Without telling me why, can you crack the code?
She likes cookies, not cakes.
Yep, that's right.
Wrong.
Oh, you disagree with Silly Sally?
Disagree with Silly Sally. I think that's silly. She likes cookies, not cakes. Green, not red. And what was
She
the
also
last
doesn't
one?
like blue.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the last one was she likes vacuuming and sweeping.
Vacuuming.
She likes both of those things, but she does not like dusting.
Not like dusting.
Oh, dusting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll come back to this. We don't have to spend forever on Silly Sally, but you can get some bonus points potentially by telling me. And we'll start off by saying, what's a city you think? A city or a state that you think Silly Sally might like to visit?
Okay.
All you need to tell me is one she would like.
For some reason, the second I heard green, and then when you were saying something about city, for some reason I thought about Seattle. Is Seattle known as like the Emerald City for some reason? Why do I think of that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. Are you saying you think Silly Sally would like Seattle?
I feel like Silly Sally could settle for Seattle.
She would definitely settle for Seattle.
Oh,
Okay.
Robin, do you have a city or a state that Silly Sally might like or not like?
wow. Well, I think it's not New York because the apartments are not big enough to vacuum. So I don't think it's New York,
I love that.
at least what I can afford. I was thinking, like, what's the cookie capital of the world or the states? I don't know. I feel like people eat a lot of cookies in Cleveland, so I'm going to say Cleveland.
People eat cookies in Cleveland. You said that so authoritatively, but unfortunately, she does not like Cleveland.
Whoa.
I can't believe you didn't know it, but she doesn't like Cleveland. Oh, well.
Does Drew Carey know about this? I'm not going to tell him.
Well, guess what? She doesn't like Drew Carey either.
Dang.
We'll come back to Silly Sally later, but we're going to go into our first official category here.
Okay.
And we're going to call this one, Ooh, that's smarts. Just like when you get something wrong, it's smarts.
Yeah.
This is a category all about pain. Get it? Clever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, since you're reeling from the Cleveland hit, I'm going to start with you. This question
Okay.
is for you. And these are all about the roots of pain. It's pain vocabulary, basically. So it works like this. Okay, Robin, anesthetic drugs like amilocane, novocaine, and lidocaine, those treat pain. Amilocane, novocaine, and lidocaine were preceded as pain reducers by this medicine from whom they stole their etymological base, the base of their name. So what's the drug that came before them? That's your question.
Okay, so etymological, that's the word, right?
That is the word.
So I'm going to go that all the people that invented those were hardcore cocaine addicts. So cocaine.
That would make sense if they all end in cane because they stole it from cocaine. Yes, that is correct. That's 2 points, Robin.
Oh.
Yes!
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
Now,
you.
I do think you kind of maligned the inventors by saying they were all cocaine addicts, but
I'm sorry to them. I mean, why would they not, though, if it was there and it was...
Right.
that's true.
And didn't people think for a while that cocaine was good? Like it was a medicine for a while, right? It was.
Well, I mean, you could still
So,
use it.
you know.
I'm sure you could put it on your gums and get a tooth drilled and it'd probably be nice.
Yeah.
It was in Coca-Cola.
And by Robin's logic, all dentists are addicted to Novocaine. It's there.
100%.
They're shooting it up all the time. All right, here's your pain question, Rebecca. Myalgia is muscle pain. Neuralgia is nerve pain. Cephalgia is head pain. What is proctalgia?
Oh boy. Proctalgia. Because I am forever in a 12-year-old, probably adolescent boy mindset.
Good.
Whenever I hear anything that begins with proct, I think of the butt. So is it butt/anal pain?
What if it weren't? You'd be, and people, God, what a 12-year-old. It is. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I didn't know we could say that.
We
I didn't know
can.
we could say ASS.
You can say anal, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say ass/anal and it's scientific.
And it's scientific. Okay.
All right, here we go. Robin, back to you. This won't do a thing to reduce your pain, except it might, or you might think it might. This word for an inert treatment comes from the Latin for I will be pleasing. If you know Latin, this will be real easy. But what's the Latin word for I will please or I will be pleasing?
Okay, Latin is something I definitely didn't take in school, but it's probably like a imus or something at the end. Imus, misogymus. Oh, that sounded like misogyny, and I didn't like that. I meant like
It did
a
actually. You were just
pleasing-
making syllables.
But you had the sweetest face when you said it. You had like these very big eyes.
I meant like a pleasing massage could
I see. Yeah.
not misogyny.
That is
The Latin word for massage is misogyny, us.
misogyny.
Yeah.
Us.
That's not correct. But I almost want to give you a bonus point for walking into your own trap there.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Thank you.
this is not a treatment, although it might seem like one. And it's a word that in Latin means I will be pleasing or I will please.
I also, too, therefore, did not take Latin, but I did work at the Latin school in Chicago for like 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
That's a fact nobody needs to know.
They speak no Latin there.
They speak no Latin there. But the first thought I had was placebo.
Oh.
Is it a placebo?
If you were a Latin student, even if you didn't know the vocabulary, you would know that words that end in bo are first person future tense verbs like I will. And placebo means I will. Please. You did it. That's correct.
I will, please. Okay.
Wow.
I think because of your wonderful context clues, that's how I thought of placebo.
Oh, thanks.
I think I misogynist your mind a little bit and gave you some clues.
Robin really did a nice misogyny on my brain. So I was able to like think gooder.
And I just didn't think either one of you would know that because I am a misogynist.
Fair.
Oh, God. Oh, we have fun. All right, Rebecca.
Yes.
So you stole that when you got an extra point on that. And so here you go. This is your question. What word for pain comes from a Greek root meaning contest or struggle? And you get a clue. Because you're a theater person, theater people might recognize the root from identifiers that we use for dramatic characters. Or if you're a true theater geek, you might recognize this word from Into the Woods.
Oh, boy.
It's a pain word that means pain. The root is Greek and it means contest or struggle. That's your clue.
Whenever I think of Greek theater words that I love, I think of the vomitory, and that's not it. It's just one of my favorite words to say and see in print. And I should know this because, Joey, you and I were in improvised Sondheim project together.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
But Into the Woods, right? Did you forget that? Because I never will.
No, I can't. It's like among everything I've done, it might be the nerdiest. And there's strong competition.
Right? And I feel like you and I didn't have much overlap in that. But I digress. I am treading water here because I know I can't think of the word that I need to think of. So I'm going to say vomitorium and know that that's incorrect. And then Robin can massage her brain next.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my answer. And I know it's incorrect.
Okay, well, knowing is the first step in fixing the problem. You're right. It wasn't vomitorium, which is a great word. Robin, do you know?
Thank you.
It's an English word, but it comes from a Greek word that means contest or struggle. If you're a big fan of Into the Woods, it might pop into your head.
Yes.
Also, we use that same root for other words in drama world. Go ahead.
Well, that might make my answer wrong. I'm going to go with only purely from Into the Woods, agony.
Agony is a song in Into the Woods, and you might recognize agon from protagonist and antagonist because it means struggle. You nailed it.
Way to go,
Yes.
Rono.
Agony.
Agony.
Yeah.
I played Rapunzel back in college.
You did?
Yeah.
Jealous.
I was never in a production of Into the Woods.
Oh, God, me either.
It's so good.
And I'll say this. I never will be.
Joey, don't say that.
What are the chances? Come on.
Growth mindset.
Joey,
Shut up.
don't say that about yourself.
Oh, I feel
Joey,
bad.
don't put that out there.
Robin hurt my feelings by bragging about her experience.
Rebecca, he told us to shut up.
Joey always tells us to shut up.
All my insecurities are coming to the forefront. Didn't take long.
No.
Hey, that's amazing. You guys each stole a question and got a question. And so that means at the end of round one, it's 3-3.
I think friendship is winning today, friends.
It is.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
I am so excited for this spa day. Candles lit, music on, hot tub warm and ready. And then my chronic hives come back. Again, in the middle of my spa day. What a wet blanket. Looks like another spell of itchy red skin. If you have chronic spontaneous urticaria or CSU, there is a different treatment option. Hives during my next spa day? Not if I can help it. Learn more at treatmyhives.com.
And I'll tell you this. Silly Sally likes the Chicago Bulls. Silly Sally does not like the Lakers. Silly Sally does not like the Celtics. But she sure likes the Clippers. So can you name a professional sports team that Silly Sally might like? Robin or Rebecca?
I'm such a sports person, so this is right up my alley. Okay, she likes bulls. She'll take bulls. She'll believe a lot of things. I don't know where I'm going with this. Clippers, she loves to get her hair cut. So I'm going to go with the haircut capital of the world, Salt Lake City, Utah.
So what's the team? Are you
That's
picking?
not a...
That's a city.
The team is the Salt Lake City. You're right. I was on the previous question.
There is a Utah professional sports team.
The Utah Lumberjacks.
She does not like the Lumberjacks. Sorry to say.
Okay.
But she would have liked the Utah Jazz. And it's not because you didn't name the Jazz. Rebecca, do you have a sports team that Silly Sally might like?
I legitimately was thinking Jazz.
Wow.
As even before Robin was talking about it.
That sounds convenient now.
Joey, I really was. Even though I can't see you, you have to believe me.
Shut up. That's what I say.
Oh, wow.
I love to get Joey Plant to say shut up because you're just so sweet. And then to hear you say shut up is just so funny to me.
It's fun.
Whether you mean it or not, I laugh. Yeah, I was thinking Jazz also because that's one of the few sports teams I know. And she doesn't probably like the New York Knicks because she can't vacuum in apartments
We know that.
in New York. But I'll just say the Knicks.
She does not like the Knicks.
Okay.
That's okay.
I knew it.
We'll come back to Silly Sally again because it's just...
Okay.
Because it's annoying. But, we're going to shift gears now on smart because there's book smarts, but there's also street smarts. And so for this category, we'll start with you, Rebecca, because we started with Robin last time.
Okay.
You get to choose. Do you want a question about book smarts or do you want a question about street smarts?
Street smarts, because I grew up on a farm.
Yeah. So dang, you got street smarts.
I grew up on a farm.
I grew up on a farm.
When I got to the big city, I knew what was going on because I grew up on a farm. All right. Street smarts. Here you go. A big part of street smarts is learning from experience, which I'm sure you did on a farm. So this is a quote. You will always be Esperanza. You can't erase what you know. You can't forget who you are. Esperanza, learn from experience, particularly experience expressed in a life of 44 vignettes in Sandra Cisneros' 1984 novel, which takes place on this street. See, it's street smart because it's about a street.
Yes.
But it's also about learning from experience.
Wow.
There's a book made up of 44 vignettes where Esperanza learns about life.
Ugh. Oh, my goodness.
And I'll give you a hint. It's a fruity street name.
It's a fruity street name. Okay. Boy, the second I hear Esperanza, does that not mean hope in Spanish? Maybe.
Dang.
If I'm remembering somewhat correctly. But that's not necessarily helping me because all I can think of is Sesame Street. And that's not really a fruit. But I'm trying to think of a fruity street that I should know because I have not read the book in which you are referencing. So I'm going to knowingly incorrectly answer Sesame Street.
Okay. It's not Sesame Street, but I like your confidence. You still answer. You still go out there and you try.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. Robin, you want to take a guess?
Okay, how many vignettes are in the story?
According to my research, 44.
44. Okay, so that makes this answer really obvious to me. So I believe that you can fit 44 cherries in a jar, and I believe that this took place on Cherry Tree Lane.
Man, that's...
What?
I'm giving you a bonus point just because that was confident BS.
Oh, absolutely. I have no idea.
That's not correct. But you sure sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
did.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
That is Sandra Cisneros' 1984 novel was called The House on Mango Street.
Oh,
What?
It's
That's
a good
one of my
book.
favorite fruits, and I didn't even think of that.
You never thought of it. Instead, you just thought about sesame seeds. Dang. Okay.
Look, no, I was thinking street.
Robin, you want to do a book smarts or a street smarts?
well, you kind of combined them both, I feel like, in that last one. So
That's right. You have no choice. Whatever you say, it's the same question.
Like Rebecca, I didn't grow up on a farm, but I grew up pretty close to farms. So I had to read a lot of books because I was bored. So I'll go with book smart.
Book smart.
No offense to farms.
No offense taken.
Quote from this book. This is about a book, whereas the other one was about the street, Okay, so this is about a book. And the quote is, Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see. Marco's learning from observation. He's watching his back. He's observant. He's looking around, which is also part of being street smart. No matter your observation and no matter where your imagination may take you after observing. Remember that in this book, you only saw a horse and a cart. This is from a 1937 debut book by Theodore Geisel, and it's set on what street? Just like the house on Mango Street has a fruity street name, this also has a fruity street name. All you need to give me is the street name. But as you crack the code, this is about street smarts in a book because Marco has to be street smart. But you got to remember, you got to keep your feet on the ground because Marco doesn't.
Okay. And this is Theodore Geisel that's a pseudonym, right? Isn't that?
Nope, it's not, but you're thinking the right way.
And it's the street name also has to do with a fruit?
It does.
Jeez. Okay. I feel like it's Dr. Seuss, and I don't know why I feel that way. And I just don't know any fruits. He had green eggs and ham. I said I wasn't going to say ham on this because I'm vegetarian, but he had green eggs and ham. The Lorax, not a fruit. I don't know who Marco is, so I'm going to say it's where the sidewalk ends, and that is on Apple Tree Lane.
Apple Tree Lane. Okay, not correct. Not correct. Rebecca, do you know the name of this street?
I don't. All I can think of is Alphabet Street by Prince, like the song, which has nothing to do with fruit. I don't know.
Robin, you were on the right track. Theodore Geisel isn't the pseudonym. That's his real name because his pseudonym, as you identified, is Dr. Seuss. And his very first book is called And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street.
Oh. I mean, I would not have known that.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Do people eat mulberries anymore?
I don't know. They're probably poisonous. Don't eat mulberries.
I mean, I step on them a lot because mulberries, I feel, are everywhere. You know what I mean? They fall from the tree a lot. My dog used to when we'd go on walks.
Aw.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dog was
Didn't
fine.
want him to, but he did.
Okay, never mind. We encourage you to eat mulberries. Rebecca, as you can tell, it doesn't matter if you choose street smarts or book smarts.
Yeah, everything's rigged. I get it.
I'm going to give you another question about a book that has some street smarts in it. These are going to be less fruity streets. These are much more clear cut.
Oh, thank the Lord.
The quote from this book is, to be intellectual or artistic, or in their own word, to be highbrow, was to be priggish and of dubious virtue. No room for show-offs when you're street smart. You need common sense. Not like those big timers who come to little Gopher Prairie, Minnesota. Carol Kennicott, the character, learns it's hard to belong in Gopher Prairie in the 1920 Sinclair Lewis novel named for what street? It's not a fruity street.
No, there's no fruit in Minnesota.
No, God, no.
There is, but I just said that. Oh, brother, I feel like this is such an obvious answer, right? That everyone should know. And all I can think of are On the Banks of Plum Creek, which is Laura Ingalls Wilder, which I don't think that book even took place in Minnesota.
This is a much less fruity street name than that.
I don't know. And I don't got no clever quip to go with it.
You don't got none?
I don't got no.
Oh, you don't got no?
I ain't got no smarts enough.
Okay.
I can't even priggish my way through it.
Hey, no problem. No problem. I tricked you. None of these are street smart. They're all books. But
yeah.
Robin?
Yes.
Can you name it the non-fruitiest of streets?
You know, I really was also thinking Little House on the Prairie, which I knew was not correct. All I can think is that Minnesota sounds like a place Silly Sally loves, so I think it's Silly Sally Street.
Oh.
Instantly, Silly Sally does love Minnesota.
Oh.
But
I knew it.
This is not Silly Sally Street. Carol Kennicott is the protagonist of Sinclair Lewis's Main Street. That's the name of the book. Main Street.
Okay.
Super boring.
You know, I missed that one.
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go, Robin. This is even a less exciting street name than Main Street is. The quote for your book is, if trouble comes when you least expect it, then maybe the thing to do is to always expect it. Because if you're street smart, you're prepared, you're resourceful, you've got to have that confidence even when you don't have that confidence. Things can get bad quickly, like in this 2006 post-apocalyptic novel by Cormac McCarthy.
Oh my gosh, I should know this. Cormac McCarthy. I know this is a very popular author and book, and you said it was even more boring than Main Street?
The book is not, but the title is even less embellishment of a title. You know, Mango Street is a pretty flowery street name. Main Street, pretty standard. This is even more standard than Main Street.
Okay, yeah, so that, I'm going to have to base it on that because I cannot for the life of me think of Cormac McCarthy's books. So the most boring street I can think of, or even more obvious, is Oh, Front Street.
Front Street.
Or Street.
Street. You're getting there. Those are not correct. Rebecca, do you have a guess?
I'm going with my first guess, which is First Street.
Oh.
First Street. That would be amazing because that is really, really generic. This is even more generic than that. The name of the book is The Road.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Hey, what can I say?
Wow.
I'm a pain in the ass. Sorry.
Oh, Joey.
Which means at the end of round 2, Robin is in the lead by 1 point since I gave her a point for that cherry jar thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought you were being braggadocious and you were going to do a long walk around and be like, because it's 1,000 mangoes fit in a jar. But nope.
Yeah. I'm like, here's her nerdology. Like, you collected all these facts after hosting so much. And I'm like, she has, of course, counted how many cherries can fit in a jar.
Exactly. And the thing is, Robin carried that confidence because Robin grew up near farms. And so she's got a little more street farm.
Yeah.
Thank
She's
you.
a little more street smart than you, farm girl.
And I'm just street farm.
Yeah, it's just naive, no street smarts, innocent.
Yeah. I'm just going to believe whatever you say. I'm just happy you're talking to me.
We've only got one category left, but we can revisit Silly Sally briefly. I'll just say this. I like both of you guys a lot. Silly Sally likes Rebecca, but doesn't like Robin.
What?
Oh, no. Well, then I don't like Silly Sally.
Well, Silly Sally doesn't like Hanson, but she does like Norris.
Oh, my God. What is happening? Silly Sally.
So she's not a music fan because we all know that Hanson was the best band ever, right?
Right.
Norris, is she a bit of a fighter for Chuck Norris?
Could be a fighter, yeah.
She would not like the band Hanson, but I think the case can be made that she likes mbop.
Oh. So she
Wow.
likes amazing pop music.
So she likes like an
with
earworm.
brothers.
Okay.
Silly Sally is honestly, I'm never going to forget about her. She's in my brain. I don't understand the links between these things. Both of our names start with R, so it's not that. I think you were onto something with the Chuck Norris thing.
I'm going to leave you there because, Robin, you are approaching the right thought process.
Ooh.
But with that, we're going to move on to category number 3 in our quiz all about smarts. And this one's called A Tour of Joey's Smartphone. Get it? A smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to take you to an app on my smartphone and ask you a question about it, and you got to answer the question. Rebecca, here's your first question.
Okay.
We're going to go to Duolingo. I am smart. That's English. We all know that. In Spanish, you might say soy inteligente. In Italian, you might say sono intelligente. In French, je suis intelligent. Even in Portuguese, something like eu sou inteligente. But in my Duolingo that I'm learning, I would say mi estas inteligenta. Mi estas inteligenta, because I'm learning this constructed language that adopted very similar roots to those other languages. What language am I learning in Duolingo?
Ay. Let's see. You've already ruled out Espanol, see? But that sounds a little Spanish and Italian. Mm-hmm.
This language shares a lot of roots with them because it's constructed of them.
I think that's super great when languages are constructed.
It's so nice.
I think it's like so dope. This is where I was going to be like, I don't know anything and not say it out loud. And now we're at the point where I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm going to say Pig Latin because I grew up on a farm.
Oh, that's
and
great.
It's not Pig Latin, but
It's not, but it's that kind of language. Robin, do you have a guess on what that language is?
It's that kind of language. Okay, you ruled out Spanish.
I ruled out Spanish. I ruled out French. This language was capital C constructed, like Pig Latin. Pig Latin's a game. This is not a game, but this language was made by people as a language.
I mean, all I can think of is back to our comedy sports days. I'm just going to go with gibberish.
Gibberish. Well, the inventors of this language would be offended that you called it gibberish.
I
but
know.
The language is Esperanto.
Oh.
Esperanto was created to be a world language, to bring peace to us all. Something like that.
Oh.
And we had Esperanza earlier.
We did.
You know what? Who cares if Cormac McCarthy wants to not have any Esperanto or
Yeah.
I just said it wrong.
You're right. But you're right.
You know what? I care if Monique cares. I hope Monique cares about this because she gave us this great suggestion.
That's right.
Yes.
But other than Monique, I don't care about anyone else.
Monique is sitting home with a jar of cherries.
44 cherries in her jar, in her full jar.
Robin, here's your question. I'm going to change apps on my smartphone, and we're going to go to Waze.
Okay.
Here are the recent directions I pulled up on Waze. You've got to tell me what American location I'm driving around. All right. Heading south on Quincy Street, turn right onto Cambridge Street. In 0.3 miles, use the left 2 lanes to turn slightly to stay left on Cambridge Street, or to stay on Cambridge Street, rather. In 187 feet, use any lane to turn left onto Massachusetts Avenue. And in 0.2 miles, where Massachusetts Avenue turns slightly right, where Brattle Street splits with John F. Kennedy Street, you're just a few more turns before you arrive at Adams House. What American location did I just drive around, going on Cambridge Street, Massachusetts Avenue, near John F. Kennedy Street, and arriving at Adams House? This is not a city, I'm telling you. This is a location. I'm not going to give you any more clue than that, but it's within a city, and it's a famous American place. Keeping in mind our theme of the day.
Smart people and smart things. I mean, I was thinking Massachusetts, and you literally said Massachusetts. Adams House only makes me think of John Adams, and I've really been listening to Hamilton all week, out of nowhere, rekindling that love of that musical. So I should know this. John Adams' house.
It's not his house, but it's named Adams. You've got Adams and Kennedy, and you've got Cambridge in Massachusetts. Those are your clues.
Okay. You're driving around Liberty Square.
There probably is a Liberty Square nearby, but that's not what I was driving around. That's not what I am driving the perimeter of. Rebecca, do you know where I am?
I mean, I feel like maybe, are you in Boston? Like, I feel like maybe it's Boston, but then you were saying you want a more specific spot.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming you're on the road. Joey, are you on the road?
Yeah, you got to watch out.
Yeah, are you driving on the road?
So are you, I don't know, in Harvard Yard?
Yes, I'm driving around Harvard. I'm driving around Harvard, Rebecca. That's correct. I will give you a point for that.
Okay. I feel like that wasn't really...
It's Harvard, yes. Alma mater of John F. Kennedy and John Adams in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Which is in Harvard Yard.
Which is where smart people go.
Oh,
That's
there
right.
we go.
It's smart stuff. Okay, Rebecca.
Yes, Joey.
This is a smart song because now on my smartphone, we're looking on Spotify.
All right.
This is a smart song. I'm going to read you the lyrics because the lyrics are showing how smart I am. And you tell me who is singing this song. And it's not a specific person per se.
Okay.
Here's what the song lyrics say. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England. And I quote, the fight's historical, from Marathon to Waterloo, in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted, too, with matters mathematical. I understand equations, both simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news, with many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Who is singing that song?
Wow. Wow.
Boy, so much of this sounds very familiar.
Some of us are musical theater geeks.
And you said it's not a person.
It's a person, but I'm not looking for a specific person's name. I will tell you this. This is from a musical, and you need to tell me the character.
Shoot. I mean, it's from the Pirates of Penzance, correct? But he's a modern general, and I don't...
He's a modern what?
A very, is it very modern general? No, very modern... Oh, I
God,
don't...
You're close.
I know, I should know. Oh. I am a major, but I've never even been in this musical. And
I am a
never
what?
seen it all the way.
I am
but
a what?
A major modern general.
Almost.
Oh.
Try again. Not a major modern general.
Oh, come on, Rebecca, you got this.
It's not a major modern general.
It's a modern major.
A modern major what?
I don't know.
You do.
God.
I don't know. I really don't.
You do. You just said it, but you just have to put the words in the right order.
A modern major. It's a general. It's a.
That is correct. That is correct. I'm giving you 2 points.
It's a general.
It is the major general. It is the modern major general. That's the answer. A major.
That's how it is. Modern major.
Yes.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Good Lord.
You said every possible combination, and it was a thrill, Rebecca. It was a thrill.
Can I say something? Because we all have comedy sports roots. There was one time in 5 Things where I knew, like everyone knew the word and I was guessing.
Oh.
And I kept saying angry glove. And that was not the word. Do you know what they were giving me? And all I could think of was angry glove. And it was a game.
It was a game?
With a racket. It's a game with a racket. And all I could think of was angry glove. It was badminton.
Oh.
I could not think of the word badminton. And I knew what the word was, but I knew I couldn't come up with it. And I was like, angry glove. It's angry glove. And it was badminton. Anyway, that's the moment I was having just now.
Wow.
That was my badminton moment.
I'm giving you credit for that because you knew what you were doing. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Robin, this is the last question of the last round. We're going to go on my smartphone to DoorDash.
Ooh,
This is
okay.
about foods. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at my DoorDash orders, you can see that I'm clearly getting my omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for your brain, hence the smart part. And you get those often from seafood. You can tell that I get those because my last order was placed with this seafood restaurant, whose first location opened in March of 1996, 1 year almost to the day after the 67th Annual Academy Awards. What's the seafood restaurant that opened on March 29th, 1996, opening almost a year to the day?
I actually think I know this now because of your well-constructed clues. I was like, it's not Red Lobster because that was around all over Indiana where I grew up. But, didn't we already mention Forrest Gump's mama on this podcast? My brain is melting. I think it's the still around fine dining establishment of Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Robin, stupid is as stupid does. And it is the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
You crushed
Way
that.
to go.
Precisely. The end is in the beginning. Almost 1 year after Forrest Gump won Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us to the end of round number 3. And if my math is correct, it's 6-6. A tie.
Oh my God.
I thought Robin was way ahead of me.
No, not at all. In fact, if we give you your 1 point for Seattle, that would put you over the top on Silly Sally. And so with that, I'll tell you that Silly Sally really likes Rebecca. She doesn't like Robin, but she does like Norris. She didn't like
hurts
Cleveland.
my feelings. I know, right?
But she would have loved Cincinnati, and she would have she loves Minnesota, Tennessee. What she really likes a lot, even though she is street smart, she's also book smart. And more than just being book smart, she loves 3 times as much as she likes books, bookkeepers. Because Silly Sally likes things that have double letters. That's all.
Wow. That was poetic, Joey. what
Holy
you just
cow,
did.
Joey.
That was beautiful. So
Wow.
double letters.
That's the whole thing.
So she liked Norris because I got those 2 R's.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
But I have 2 C's in my first name. Oh.
Correct. Yeah. And that's the kind of lateral
Wow.
thinking that sometimes they're testing for. That brings us to the end of the game. Rebecca Hanson, with that Seattle pull, I think that was the only Silly Sally that we really got strong out there. That means with that extra Silly Sally push, you're the victor of today.
Oh. I don't even know what to say to that. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without Robin Norris, though.
Well, you're the modern major general, and we all follow your
Oh,
lead,
yikes.
Rebecca. So congratulations.
Oh, man. I'm not going to ever live that one down.
Congratulations to us all, and congratulations most to Monique, who made us test just how smart we
yes.
can be today.
Yes.
On the books and on the streets.
Wow, Monique, smart. Bravo, Joey, for taking such a broad subject and melting our minds with it in such a way and teaching us.
I don't need all of this flattery, but I will take it because Silly Sally likes flattery. But just in case I get too much flattery, I will end today by telling you both to shut up.
Yes, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted.
Now we've won.
That's our show today. Thanks to Robin Norris and Rebecca Hanson. That was a ball. We hope you're having a ball with Likeminds. And if you are enjoying the show, there's a couple of things you can do to help us out. You can buy a streaming ticket or a live ticket to our live show on November 15th at UCB. Check us out then. And if you're looking to get those tickets or you're looking to know where we're going to be next, link is in the show notes. And you can tell a friend about the show. Share the show with your friends. Listen with your friends. Spread the word. That helps us out a lot. We're getting towards the end of our first season, and we're really hoping to put together a season number 2. You can always send suggestions for new themes to likemindstrivia@gmail.com. And again, spread the word. I owe you the answer, however, to our trivia question. Don Adams not only voiced Inspector Gadget, but he was Maxwell Smart on Get Smart. It all comes together in the end. We'll see you next time